for our interview. And oh my God, I have Ronnie Larsen in bed and he's a lot. All right. So today we're crawling under the covers with a man who has done it all in theater, playwright, producer, director, actor, and a legend in Wilton Manors. He's the genius behind Plays of Wilton, and recently they were named Best Theater Company of 2025 by Miami New Times. And if that's not enough, he's the man who just cast the iconic lead in Torch Song that has opened already at the Foundry, and you gotta go check it out, all right? Please welcome to the FayWhat Show and to my bed, my friend and inspiration and full-time theater daddy, Ronnie Larsen.
I cannot live up to any of that. No, I just like, wow.
I mean, you know, I did not put in that you have seen 1,000 vaginas because I think that people would really love to see and know that.
Are we starting there?
I mean, we're starting anywhere. This is how the FayWhat Show starts. I mean, you know, you built a theater empire right here in Wilton Manors.
Did I?
You did.
No.
Listen, you have to, you know, here's the issue, okay? In marginalized communities, we don't stop and go, you did that. We don't pat ourselves on the back. We just jump on to the next thing.
But I think when you're in it, you always focus on like what isn't working or what you need to do better. I think you don't focus, you don't wake up and go, oh my gosh, I'm amazing. You wake up and go, oh my gosh, I'm a disaster. I'm a failure. I got to fix this.
What can I do better?
Yeah,
and that.
And I think that's what propels you too.
It does, but it doesn't help either. We're anxiety prone. We're always walking around like in that intention, like, okay, I've got to get this done. I got to get this done, you know?
Can I tell you a horrible secret? I don't think I've ever said this to anyone on TV, but I have mostly negative memories of everything I've ever done. But then if I think about it, if I focus, I'm like, no, that went pretty well. But if you just say the name,
you remember the 3 things that went wrong.
That's right. Like if you say Sound of Music, we just did it. All I remember is these 12 problems. I don't think about, it went well and people liked it.
And when I think of the Sound of Music, I said, wow, thousands of people got to see this for free. It was amazing. Kids were involved. Like, people could not stop talking about the Sound of Music, and you brought that into play. But you see?
And my memories are that, we had sound problems, we had rain, some of the actors paused too much. Like, all I think about are the negatives.
Yeah.
Isn't that horrible?
It is. It is. But again, maybe that's what fuels you. Maybe that's why you're so dynamic.
I do think that
that fuels you.
That does fuel you, that you want to get it right, that you want to get better, you want to learn.
Yes.
You want to figure this out.
Yes. And when I talk to anybody that says, okay, Faye, I want to be an MC, I want to be on stage, what can you tell me, right? I say, the people in the audience don't know when you fuck up.
That's right.
Unless you tell them.
That's right.
I've seen MCs go up there and say, oh, the sound sucks. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Don't tell people that. Fix it and keep the show going.
But also, I think the best thing is failure. I have all of my successes come from failure. Like, I failed at this, so I try to fix it. I failed at that. It's like, I think failure is such a great thing too. Like, you know, that it does propel you to try to be better.
It does.
Like this interview.
It does. It took so long to get you in bed. Like, it really did. Are you scared of me? Have you been in bed with a lesbian before?
I have. Yeah,
Is that why you're wearing cards?
I lived with a lesbian for 25 years. We were like best friends and roommates.
Oh.
We shared a bed when we had a studio. We were poor.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, no. And
all gay men should. Like, how come all gay men? What happened to the separation? How did that happen between the L and the G? Because I grew up with stories of lesbians being at the hospitals during the AIDS crisis, and lesbians being there for gay men and gay men being there for lesbians. What happened from there to now? I'm not saying that gays and lesbians don't hang out, but there's something weird there between them.
But you know what's also weird is I'll be on the drive and I'll see like 5 guys walking down the street and they're all muscle guys.
Okay.
And then I'll see 5 guys and they're all fat. And then I'll see like, why are we, and then I'll see the 5 white guys, I'll see 5 black guys. Like, why even within we have all these little groups? I always look at these pool parties online. I always want to write, how come no fat people are at the pool? Like, you didn't invite one fat person? It's like, I just think we're very segregated.
Is that what you think? That just we're segregated? I'm seeing the segregation of lesbians, and it's just a segregation.
Yes, I have a lot of lesbian friends, but they never get together with me and my gay friends. It's like, I get together with my lesbian friends.
Okay.
I get together.
So then why don't you invite your lesbian friends to your gay stuff?
I'm going to tonight.
I think...
You have... because of you. I'm going to.
I mean,
we have to.
We have to.
You're right. We have to.
We have to. Now, okay, let's talk about this 1,000 vaginas thing.
Okay, I wanna tell you
please
this.
explain to me.
You're gonna
because
love
like,
this.
so I'm sitting in a certain way,
Yes.
right? And he's like, "Oh my God, are you gonna expose yourself to your viewers?" I'm like, "I expose myself every show, right?" But he's like, "No, your vagina." I'm like, "No, of course not." And then he says, "Oh, I've seen 1,000 vaginas." Now, I've never heard that from a gay man in my bed. So please.
I've seen them with giant magnifying glasses. Okay, I'm going to try to tell this really quick because it's kind of a long story, but I'm doing a really quick version.
Okay, a Cliff Note version. Let's go.
You know about my Truck Stop Sally character.
Oh, yes.
That's a real thing. I used to really do just this Truck Stop Sally thing. So I opened a trans sex club in Los Angeles.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I had a real woman come. I mean, I know that I just said the wrong thing.
Cisgendered woman.
I didn't know the words are.
Okay, he
a
didn't.
cisgender woman came to my sex club and she said, what turns me on is I want to be inside a box and have people stare at my vagina. I said, really? She goes, would you do that for me? I said, yeah. So we built her a little box and we put her in the vagina and people came and they looked through the hole and she would just sitting there with her vagina open and she called it vagina gazing. This is what she said. And then, so we were doing it and it was fun. It was a little party thing we were doing. And then people started asking her questions and they said, can I ask the vagina questions? And they said, and so she said, sure. She said, what do you do for a living? And people started asking the vagina because you couldn't see her face.
Oh
the vagina.
my God, that's awesome. Kind of
yes.
like that thing at the carnival rides that you
That's
ask
right.
a question to, but instead it's a vagina.
So her and I came up with this idea to do a vagina talk show. And what we did is we did this talk show with women and we did it in the club, like before the club opened for an hour. And we would have women sitting on stage naked with their legs spread open. And then the audience would write questions and we would ask them all these questions, like just crazy questions. And they would all answer them. And they were just all types of women, all different sizes and all different kinds of vaginas. So we did the show for 3 years in Los Angeles and I interviewed hundreds
of vaginas.
And then at the end of the show, what we would do is we took these magnifying glasses and the women would hold them in front of their vaginas and the audience would come and look at the vaginas. So I did not know when I did that show, I did not know that women have this little hole that they pee out of. I thought all the waters came out. I did not know. So
yeah, there's this thing and it's called a G-spot.
That's right.
And there's a clitoris and all kinds of stuff. Unfortunately, many men don't know.
No, I learned so much. So I did the vagina talk show and then it morphed into the penis talk show. Okay. Like 3 or 4 years later, which I've done.
And that's when the gay boys actually came. Because I can't imagine the gay boys sitting in front of a magnified vagina.
Do you know who came to vagina talk show?
Who?
Women and their women friends, and also like couples came.
Oh, okay. Well, listen.
But not like single men. So that's how I've seen it.
I love vaginas, but I also know that all vaginas aren't pretty. So there were like lights on these vaginas, right? There were well lit vaginas because, like, again, do you ever get dick pics? Do people say, okay, too many, right? Okay. So people send me dick pics, which I appreciate. Thank you, gay boys. And they're always very well lit. And like the girls send me vagina pictures and they're never well lit. So I'm always like extending that to women saying lighting is everything.
Well, they would be shaved. The vagina, some of them would be shaved. But when you have the magnifying glass, you see all the little hairs. You see this double.
It
was fascinating.
That's too much. As I felt every gay boy turn off my show, right? So come back now because we're going to stop talking about this, right? We're not going to start over because it's Ronnie Larsen right there, raw and live. And that's how I like it. All right, let's start. We've got a game here at the FayWhat show called Say What with FayWhat. And it's round one and it's quick fire. You answer real quick. I give you 2 options and you answer. Divine or Bette Midler?
Divine.
Stage kiss, passion or panic?
Stage kiss.
Opening night jitters or tech week chaos?
Oh, God, tech is the worst. Opening night jitters.
What is your favorite show snack?
My favorite show snack?
Yeah, like something you eat like
at the movies. I always eat popcorn. If I don't have popcorn in the movies, I don't enjoy the movie. I always eat popcorn in the movies.
Do you like if you're working on a show and it's play night? Do you eat anything?
Pizza.
Pizza.
We eat a lot of pizza in the theater.
Oh, I love that pizza. Who knew? Favorite musical you love that others roll their eyes at?
I love Les Miserables.
I love Les Mis too.
I love Les Miserables.
My God.
I love Cats as well.
I love Cats too. They shouldn't have done the movie.
No, the movie was.
They shouldn't have done.
But I love Les Miserables.
My favorite musical of all time is Rent, but nobody rolls their eyes at it. It's a great musical.
Yeah, people like Rent.
Right?
Rent, yeah.
So Les Mis.
I don't love Rent. I always say, just pay the rent. That's what I always say. Just pay the rent.
They didn't have the money to pay the rent.
I paid my rent. You pay your rent.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Ronnie, 2025 has been your fucking year. And you know what? You saw I cursed. I love that. I can do that on my show. And I did that by mistake because I really don't. I try not to curse a lot. You guys know that.
The ladybug is getting shy.
I love ladybugs. And you know what? I found out from Ronnie Larsen that cockroaches are cleaner than ladybugs. Look it up. Horrible.
They eat their young, ladybugs.
Well, I mean, some of us should eat our young. Have you seen some of these kids out there, like, and what they do and how they don't know about Stonewall and they don't know who Bette Midler is or they don't know who Divine is? Like, you need to have, like, some kind of show for tweens or for teens to show them about our history.
I'm at the movies in Los Angeles staying next to Ringo Starr. He's at this counter.
Who's Ringo Starr?
Ringo Starr. So I say to the young kid at the cashier, I said, "Oh my God, look who that is." And so who I go, and then he walks away. I go, "That was Ringo Starr." She goes, "Who?" I said, "For the Beatles." She goes, "What's that?" I said, "Well, you don't know what the Beatles are?" I'm at the movies about a year ago. They have a picture of Marilyn. They have a Marilyn Monroe a mural, and somehow we're talking about Madonna, and they said, "Who's Madonna?" I said, "Who's Madonna?" And then the guy working said, "Oh, that's her. That's a picture of her." I said, "That's Marilyn Monroe."
Oh my God!
These kids don't know Madonna.
God.
I've said enough about it.
That's a lot.
We're crotchety old people now.
Well, that's okay to be. That's okay to be.
Who doesn't know Madonna?
Who doesn't know Madonna? Like, that person would have been thrown out right there. Like, I'm
shocking.
Ronnie, 13 Carbonell nominations. Does that mean anything to you?
Well, your research is way off. We've got many more.
In 2025?
Oh, in just 2025.
This mother, he's like...
I thought you meant total.
I mean, that's a lot. Okay, you performed in 3 plays in 3 months. You've been on stage the whole time. You're one of your besties, Karen Horowitz. Is she gay?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the lesbian I live with.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Is she the one?
That's the one.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that. And that's just me doing research.
That's also why I went to couples counseling.
Oh, shit.
We went to couples counseling. That's how.
Karen, we need to be friends, okay? Because I stole this quote from you and I don't know you and I didn't know you were the bestie that he loves so much. So Karen said, quote, "He almost learned all his lines."
You know, they don't stick as much. The lines don't stick. When you get older, the lines don't stick the way they did when you were younger.
Okay, but you expect the people that you cast, like in Torch, who's the cutie? Alex. Is his name Alex?
Alex is really
oh my God, he's adorable.
Do you want to know the secret to producing theater? I'm going to tell you right now.
What's the secret?
It's casting.
Okay.
It's casting. Once you cast, you're done.
That's the hardest part?
Once you cast, it's over, because once you get that actor, you're
They take over that spot.
So that's it. So casting, louder, faster, funnier, and then learn your lines. If you do those 5 things, cast right, louder, faster, funnier, and learn your lines, you're done. Anyone can do a play if you do those 5 principles.
There you go.
I often don't do those 5 principles. I've cast wrong. The play has been too slow, too quiet, not funny enough, and actually done other lines. But if you do those 5 things, you're in good shape. There,
Have you casted somebody and then started rehearsals and then been, wow, you are so wrong for this. I'm sorry. We got to find somebody else.
Yes, but you know what? It's mostly personality. Like, I pride myself on working with a lot of levels of talent, like people who, takes all levels, and I love that.
Broadway and someone,
like someone who's just
intermediate, someone who's just,
I
novice.
want the Foundry to be a place for everyone. Like right now we have an equity actress who's won, 14 Carbonells. She's won 1 million Carbonells. And other plays we do, we have people that have never acted before. I want the Foundry to not be one thing. I want it to be a tapestry of a lot of things. But mostly it's all of my conflicts tend to be mostly personality driven, where people, I had an actor recently, and I would say, try coming through the door and go down there. And they were like, oh, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm like, well, let's just try it. No, I don't think I want to do that. I go, well, hold on.
Who's the director?
Hold on. And I would say, okay, try going up the stairs. No, I don't want to go up the stairs on that. And so finally I said, this is not how it works. This is not how it works. I am the director, and you don't say no if you don't want to do it after we try it, but you don't say no before we try it.
Yeah.
So that's my issue. Is sometimes the personality. It's shocking to me
when
how people act sometimes.
From casting.
I got hate mail this week.
Oh yay! Congratulations. No, but that's good.
Someone auditioned for my play.
All right.
For our play we're doing, Boys in the Band, and I didn't call him back, and I didn't ask for an audition. He volunteered, and then he wrote me a really angry letter. Like he was like, "I can't believe you didn't call me back. You wasted my time."
Oh God.
I'm like,
Isn't
I didn't even ask you to audition.
That's
I know,
part of the process, and that's shocking that people would be, and then the problem is that it's funny because insecure people do jobs like this, right?
I know.
Insecure people want to go act on stage.
Our
you know
business,
what I mean?
Our business is all rejection, basically. It's all rejection.
Exactly.
So it is.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. How I focused on, like, oh my gosh, I hurt someone's feelings. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't treat someone well, even though I did call them back. Well, no, you're not entitled to a callback, but that's what I tend to focus on is the problems. So.
What, so you saying the casting can be the hardest part of the whole entire
Yes,
thing.
but let me
Once
tell you.
you're on rehearsals, right? How long do you rehearse before you're ready to put the play on?
About 2 days. No,
Shut up.
I have
2
this.
weeks?
I have this amazing guy, Harry Redlick, who's handling our casting now. He's great. He's a great guy. No, about 3 weeks. You about rehearse 3 weeks. I'll tell you another secret about the theater. People don't understand this. There is no correlation between how long you work on something and how good it is. You could rehearse a play for a week with great actors, and it's great. You could rehearse a play with bad actors for 2 months, and it doesn't matter. It's never going to get like it doesn't. There's no correlation between how much time you spent and how good it is.
Okay,
I've learned that
that's
over the
good
years.
to know.
That's
Okay,
a little theater.
a little theater tidbit.
A little pearl. A little pearl.
Once you start rehearsing, how long are you at the theater? Like per day?
Well, that's interesting because I don't think I've ever said this out loud before, but I find that really after 3 or 4 hours, it's pointless.
Okay.
That no matter, they say, oh, you can do an 8-hour day. You know what? It's really.
You're burnt out. You're not going to be giving the same to that role.
I'm more in tune now with myself than I was 5 or 10 years ago. And there are many times I'm in rehearsal where I just run out of steam. I'm like, you know what?
We're done.
I'm done.
Go home.
I don't even try to push through because I realize what's the point?
Yeah.
Like I'm done. And and no one ever says, oh no, let's do another 2 hours. It's not about how long you work. It's about the work you're getting done.
Okay. Now, again, you said the casting is the hardest part. Once you are actually delivering the show, are you in a certain mode? Like, does your husband go, oh shit, he's in the mode?
Tech week, my house gets very messy because I don't have time to clean. But I don't do well in tech. I really need a therapist. I really don't do well in tech. After I have this, I don't know if you have patterns in your life, but I have a pattern where 2 days before a show opens, every single show, I always say to myself, what have I done? What a mess. Why am I doing this? No, every single show.
This shit's gonna bomb. Why did I even try?
I wasted all these people's time. I wasted all this money. What am I doing? No, and I'm not saying that like a joke.
No,
I mean,
you're dead ass serious,
I am
upset.
like, what have I done? What have I done?
Oh.
And then we did a show when Truck Stop Sally the night before we opened. It was so funny in rehearsal. We're having a great time. And then 2 days before, I just went like, this is horrible. This is not going to be funny. And then the first night, they laughed at everything.
And mind you, it was sold out every freaking day.
But,
okay,
but no, 2 days before, I'm always like, what have I done?
You're always like, you know what you need?
What have I done?
So
Sports song, the same thing. Rehearsal's going great. 2 days before, I'm like, oh,
what the hell am I doing? I'm in sobriety. And rich people get like a sober buddy, like somebody that goes with them. Like they know that going to this convention is a trigger or going to this business thing is a trigger. So they hire a sober buddy to be with them. You need like a sober therapist, like a therapist +1 for just that kind of time.
Oh no, my friends say, Ronnie, you're always like this in Tech Week. I say, no, but this show is really bad. I go,
you were like this before.
And they go, Ronnie, you're always like. I say, no, this one's really bad. But then it turns out well for the most part.
Do you take that anxiety home to your husband? How do you say your husband's name? Melky?
Melky.
Yeah.
Do I take it home?
I mean, you've been married 10 years. You probably,
15,
if you do try
15.
So maybe when you bring it home, he's like,
my husband. I'll tell you a secret. This is sad. My husband and I, we only fight in the theater. Every time my husband builds my set.
Because he builds he does the construction stuff.
Every time,
right?
and Melky, and anyone who's worked with me has witnessed it. They know this is true. This is what happens with Melky every time. I say, Melky, I want to have a swimming pool. No. You can't do a swimming pool. You can't do it. It's going to flood. Blah, blah, blah. I say, well, no. I say, fine. I'll just forget. I'll get some. And then he does it. Perfect. He won awards for it. Next show, I need a door. No, I can't build a door. You build a swimming pool. No. You can come to theater and see. The first day, the first hour, it is a shit show. And then he gets to work and he does a beautiful job. But every time, I'm talking to you right now, Melky. Where's the camera?
Melky,
you know it's true.
You know it's true.
And I have had dinner with him and said, Melky, please, can you just listen the first hour and not say you can't do something? He goes, okay, I'll work on that. And then he does it again. And everyone in the room rolls their eyes. And then he does an amazing job.
And then he does an amazing job.
Even with the theater. I can't fix it. I can't do this. I can't do that. And then he does like he built the theater perfectly. Anyway, my husband is a genius. But the first hour is like...
It's shit.
But we never fight at home.
I was going to ask you about that. Like, okay, before my wife, right, yes. I had toxic relationships and I even looked for them. Like, I used to like chaos, okay? Something happened when I got sober where I was like, F this. I don't need this in my life anymore, right? peace and tranquility is what I need to come home to. I can't come home to drama.
Yes.
You know? But my wife doesn't work with me. Your husband does. You know what I mean?
It's very brief. He doesn't hang out at the theater all the time.
Oh, okay.
He comes in, builds set, leaves. He's not at the theater every night.
If I asked Melky, is it hard to be married to you? What would he say? Stop laughing. What would he say? Not what Ronnie would say. What would he say?
I think I'm going to be so honest.
Be him.
I'm going to be so vulnerable.
Be him.
I think if he was being honest, he would say, I'm a great husband. If I can make jokes and be self-deprecating and say I'm a nightmare, but we say I love you to each other probably 20 times a day. Every phone call. We have this thing we do. We walk around the house. Like if I'm in the kitchen, he's there. We do this thing where literally we go like this. We walk right. And he goes, we do it like all day long. And he'll go like, and then I'll give him more. We are deeply crazy in love. But he is the, oh my God.
That's
my
Luna.
God. But if he was
she was hoping you do it.
If he was not being sincere, he might say, oh yeah, he's a nightmare. But I really am. I'm a good husband. You know why I'm a good husband? Can I tell you this? I lived in Mexico for 6 years, and he didn't have a green card. So he broke me, meaning I lived in Mexico. I thought I would never leave Mexico, and everything there runs very differently. So my whole life, I learned to be patient. I thought I would never come back to America. I learned to live.
Did you learn any Spanish? ¿Aprendiste español un poco? ¿Cómo qué?
Te la chupo.
Te la chupo. No, pero algo bonito, como ordenar comida o algo así.
Mi vida was Tijuana.
Wow, he's right.
Mi vida, Playas de Tijuana was my vida. No, and we lived. You know, in Mexico, you wake up and you don't have hot water, right? Because you have a propane tank and the propane runs out overnight or whatever. So you wake up, oh, there's no hot water this morning. You have to go pick the tank, move the tank. It's a
so you're saying because you went through this for 6 months, you're the best husband in the world?
6 years.
Holy shit.
6 years.
Oh, I thought it was 6 months. No. You are the best husband in the world. Oh my God.
You know how I got internet in Mexico? I stood on the street, and every time a cable car would drive by, I'd say, stop. It took me a week to get my stand in the corner. No, I had a whole life in Mexico that was nothing to do with the theater.
No.
And so when I came back to America, I took nothing for granted because I had lived. Look, Mexico. There's so many things in Mexico. There's great things too, but it's a lot of problems in Mexico.
It's a lot, and it's not easy.
Have you ever been to Mexico?
Yes, of course.
It's a lot.
Of course.
We lived in Tijuana for 6 years.
I thought you were gonna say like Puerto Vallarta, somewhere gay. You know what I mean? But like Tijuana.
When I first met him, I was living at a beautiful house in Playas. Well, we moved to the ghetto and we lived there for a few years. I mean, like our car got stolen. I mean, no, I lived in a rough neighborhood. Then we moved back to the beach. It was better. But no, Mexico, we got pulled over. Cops shook us down for money. Oh no, I lived the whole Mexico experience.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was like a Narcos episode and shit, right? Did it sound like that?
And I got very tough with the cops. I would say, like, I'm not giving you money. Take me downtown. Arrest me. I'm not doing it.
And they're like, we're not taking.
And then they said, they said, fine.
Fuck that.
No. So no, Mexico changed and transformed me.
And made you into a better husband. And had you.
It taught me how to be a husband.
You know.
Because the other thing is when you're with a Mexican family, every time we would have a gathering and they would say, okay, let's go. I would stand up and the family would all sit there and talk for another hour. I would sit back down. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'd stand up. So I learned a different rhythm of.
You learned the rhythm of how Latinos work.
That's right.
Yeah. It's LP team, Latin people time.
My husband is in bed with me. And he does construction, and he's on the phone with the client, and the client says, "Are you on your way?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm 20 minutes away," and he's in bed, and he's supposed to go to Miami, and I'm like, "You just told someone you were."
I'm so glad that I'm not the only one who does that.
He's gonna kill me for saying that. Anyway,
wow.
So Mexico transformed me. The other thing I just say really quick, I didn't work in Mexico in the theater. So basically, I didn't work for about 10 years in the theater. So when I got back to work in the theater, that's why I'm producing so much because I feel like I'm making up for lost time.
Yeah.
And I was deprived of it, and I thought I would never work again.
Got it.
Because I thought I'll never be back in the country.
Gosh, you were backed up. You were severely backed up.
Artistically constipated.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there's Beneki.
My dog.
Your beautiful, beautiful terrier. He's your son.
He's my son, and he loves his tennis ball.
And he's in a committed relationship, I hear, with a tennis ball.
He is so tired some days, but if I do the tennis ball, he's like springs to life. He's obsessed.
Who do you trust with your pup when you and Melky are gone? That's a huge question, okay? I'm sorry. If you love your pets like I do.
Karen Horowitz.
Oh, so Karen still is.
Take the dog away.
Karen, you're being mentioned a lot, Karen.
I know. She's going to. She would say, I can't take your dog. And then she'll take the dog. She's great. But now I think you're going to take the dog.
I'll take the dog.
There you
go. I have no problem with that. So Torch is going well, right? I wanted to talk to you before it opened, but now it's open to rave reviews. People are posting about it all the time. I think it's open to August 3rd,
No, it's like another 5 weeks after this. This week is our
August 23rd. Something like I have it at the end,
September
and I'll
1st,
make sure to tell you,
September
okay?
1st, September
But get
1st.
your tickets because people are watching it like crazy. And after that, we're doing Red Speedo.
No, we're not doing Red Speedo.
At all?
That was a long time ago.
Oh, what is Red Speedo about? Why do I have that?
It taking place in a swimming pool. We did it like 3 years ago.
Wait, was that the pool that you were trying to get Melky to build? Oh my God, that's it!
Yeah,
oh my God,
that was about 2-3 years ago. Yeah.
Time fucking flies, doesn't it?
Oh my God,
like way too much. Way too much. All right.
Can I ask your age? Is that a secret? Is that a private thing?
It's not a private thing, but it's not something that I say often.
Okay, well you don't have to tell me. But I'm 56. Let me tell you.
You're old.
It is. I know. I'm very old. Let me tell you, it goes by way too fast. Like literally, it's Christmas and now it's February and now it's Christmas again. And you're like,
I mean, how the hell did that happen? All right, say what with FayWhat round 2. Here we go. Dream role you've never played.
Romeo.
Really?
I want to do a fat Romeo and Juliet.
Okay,
That's my dream my whole life.
I see that in the forward. I see that. Or you can make them black or Latino, or you can make them trans too.
Right.
Just saying.
That's right.
Worst audition moment ever.
Oh, well, it was great actually. It changed my life. I had never really auditioned very much. I got out of school and I always did my own thing. I never tried to be an actor, but somebody said, "Oh, you should go and do commercials. You make a lot of money." And so I went to one commercial. I had a friend, she set it up for me, and I went in this room and there were like 20 guys sitting around, and I sat there, and then they finally called me in and they said, "Okay, you're gonna eat this hamburger. Pretend you're eating a big hamburger." And I went like this, and they're like, "No, really enjoy it." And I was like, "No, really get into the hamburger, like really love it." And I was like, and they're like, "Thank you, goodbye." And I said, "That's it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for my whole life."
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to be an actor for hire. I've always done my own thing. I've never tried to get work as an actor because I realized I don't want to spend my life looking for work. I want to work.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit around in a room for an hour. You have to, in LA, you drive 2 hours across town traffic. You get there, you sit there for an hour, and then you eat a fake hamburger for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You know,
and then you feel like shit and you leave.
I'm not.
And then you wait for them to call you. Like,
I'm just not doing that. I'm never going to be an actor for hire. So I have not really auditioned that much in my life.
okay, first theater crush.
You mean an actor I fell in love with? Well,
it could be a role, it could be a theater. It could be,
so when I was 14, I saw an actor named Byron Jennings. He played Malvolio in Twelfth Night, and I saw him in the Summer Shakespeare Company, and I was so blown away that I went home and I copied his entire performance and acted it out in my house, and then I did it in a Shakespeare competition for high school students, and I won, and I ripped off his performance, and watching his performance was so transformative to me that in a way I say he taught me a lot about acting because I just copied everything he did.
Did you meet him?
So what happened? What happened was 10 years later, I'm in New York with my play Making Porn, and in the gay magazine they did an article about me, and they had an article about him. And I was like, oh my God, we're on the same fold. So I wrote him a fan letter. I said, you changed my life. And now look, we're in the same magazine, on the same fold.
So cool.
And I'm so thrilled. He never wrote back. I never heard from him.
No. That story sucked.
I know.
Damn it.
But Byron Jennings, I'm going
to look for you.
I should try again.
You should.
I should try again. Anyway,
you should. I don't think he deserves it, honey. I don't think he deserves it.
Hey, we're at the 30. Are we at the 30? Because you should be over me in about 3 minutes.
Stop it!
You should be over me.
Oh my goodness, I think I was over you like the first 8 minutes, but then it came back, and then I liked you again. Is that what happened?
Share that. It's horrible.
Right?
We need therapy.
We do need therapy, like a lot.
We should start like a therapy on the bed thing.
We should. I don't think we have a big enough bed for as many people that we would probably get on there.
I need a much bigger bed.
Like a California King times 3. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, in California Kings, if you don't know, they're just longer at the bottom, right?
Is that true?
But they're
like
wider. They're a little wider, but I mean.
Can I tell you? We have this giant bed. You know how my husband sleeps? He sleeps right here. I have this much bed. He sleeps right on top of me.
Where does your baby sleep?
We have like 6 beds all around the house.
So wherever he wants, basically. That's it. Yeah. The one piece of advice you would give young queer artists or actors?
Well, this is my advice to everyone. Just say yes. That's what I've learned. Just go on the journey. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know what's going to happen. Go to the party. Just meet people. Everything in my life has come from meeting someone and going on. Yeah. So go to people's shows. Just meet people. You
never know who you're gonna meet, and you never know, and you never know if this person, maybe it's not at that moment, right? But maybe that has to have happened to you, where you meet somebody and you're like, I gotta put this person into play. It won't be this one, it won't be that one, but I gotta put them somewhere.
Literally, in a year from now, you and I could have made a movie, and we're like up for an Academy Award. Literally, anything can happen. Like,
Anything
and
can happen.
because say, remember Faye? We did that interview, we connected, and then we did that movie together, and then we like anything can happen. So I always say, just you got to go for it. You got to go on the journey. I think that's what I've done a lot right. I've done a lot wrong. But one thing I've done is that I have continued to push through. I believe that you just got to keep going.
Yeah.
No matter what, you have to keep going.
Like Nemo, is it Finding Nemo? Like
Is
just
that
keep swimming, keep swimming.
Is that the theme of Finding Nemo?
Yeah, just keep swimming. I mean, the fish had one arm.
You have to keep going.
You have to keep going, no matter what. Keep
No matter
swimming.
what.
Keep
going.
swimming.
Keep swimming.
Ronnie, thank you so much for everything that you've brought to this community, from Fresno to Foundry. You are a theater magic. So let's run it down. Torch song playing now till August 31st at Plays of Wilton. Tell me how the dessert party went. I wasn't able to go, and I heard it was fantastic.
so
and you didn't run out of
good.
ice cream.
No, and you know what? I shouldn't say this. I have such a fat mouth. I was told by many people, don't do ice cream. It's really messy. Don't do ice cream.
It's too hot. It's 115 here.
And I lied to them. I said, okay, I won't do ice cream. And then the day of, I showed up with all this ice cream. And people loved the ice cream.
People loved it.
But I was told not to do it. But people loved it.
But how many times have people told you not to do something, Ronnie? You seem to me like every time somebody tells you not to do it, you're like, there's a point to do it.
I know. Like, don't do theater in the park. Don't do theater outdoors.
Like, that's a bad idea, and you still did it.
No, the party was great.
And it was
You know what I really believe? I really believe in, like, just having a big tent. You know, just invite people, have a big party, because you don't know what's going to happen. And one guy, Mike Tinley, showed up and he brought us $5,000 check to the theater, $5,000. So you never know what's going to happen.
Well,
so,
and also you got that other fat check a couple months back, also from
Norman Extract for $50,000.
$50,000. How amazing
Norman
is
Extract,
that?
thank you.
Thank
We
you,
love you,
Norman.
Norman. We
Thank
love
you, thank you,
Norman.
thank you. He's awesome. And then you had also gotten another big check to do The Sound of Music.
Well, the Wharton Foundation.
Amazing.
Wharton Foundation. They've been incredible.
Thank
They're
you.
just incredible guys. Clifford and Randy and John.
But in a time where funding is being cut everywhere, and when it comes to the arts, that's the first one swiped. And if there's LGBTQ next to it, that's swiped twice, you know? So to be able to have that.
Do you know what people don't understand about Wilton Manors? All these men, these brilliant, and women too, all these brilliant people had these great careers all around the country, and they came here. So they brought their money and their brains and their energy, and they're retired. And so this is the perfect fertile ground to do this kind of work, because people are hungry for it, and they have time and they have money and they want to support it. So Wilton Manors to me is like living in utopia. Like even this bed.
Yeah.
Who would have thought we could just be in bed and talk?
Who would thought that a lesbian and a gay boy can just be in bed talking like this?
So you're a lesbian?
You didn't know that?
Well, I don't know anything about you.
Oh.
Remember, I'm going to interview you. We're going to we're going to do the FayWhat interview.
So, folks, Ronnie wants to interview me in bed on my show, and I told him, yes, tell me what you think in the comments,
I would like to interview you. I have a lot of questions for you.
You know, from this angle, you know that my ladybug looks like your vagina. More up. To the left. Yeah.
Well, also, from this angle, I look like I weigh 800 pounds.
Get my ladybug out of there. I don't think she's ever been close to man hair before.
That's about how I...
Now you look like 19 months pregnant. Like, at least.
All right. You know what I hate? Depending on the angle, I can look 100 pounds heavier or lighter.
Okay, so sit up. Let's make you look lighter real quick before we end this show. Let's have Ronnie.
I'm
Where are you going? You can't leave. Oh, okay.
No, I'm gonna lose 100 pounds right now. You ready? Watch.
Ready.
Now look, I just look like a regular fat guy.
Yeah. Okay.
And now look,
can you
now
sit on your butt so my viewers can actually see you? All right, there you go. Now you look like an average white guy,
I just look
a fat guy. You will never look like an average.
You're really a lesbian?
I am. Isn't that crazy? Wonderful. I mean, my mom isn't too happy about it, but you know, it is what it is.
She'll deal with it.
She'll deal with it.
So can I really interview you?
Of course. Of course. We're going to make sure we're going to schedule this right after I get off this interview. We're going to schedule that and make that happen. And then you'll get to hear more about me. Well, I don't know.
We should know more about you.
Okay, we'll do that.
Can I ask you about this?
Oh, that was sex.
Is that true?
Yeah. My wife likes to slap my ass, and I didn't put something on the floor for
Oh, that's recent?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like...
Yeah, it's going away.
This interview just got very interesting.
Yes. All right. Make sure you follow Ronnie Larsen on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere. Okay, and catch every fabulous show that he is bringing on. Torch is happening now, and it's going to be happening all month long. So make sure you go get your tickets. Also, go to Plays of Wilton. Go to RonnieLarsen.com, and now you know how we do this, okay? So on the count of 3, I need for you to give that camera your best FayWhat. Here we go.
FayWhat?
1, 2, 3.
FayWhat?
There it is. All right. Thank you so much, Ronnie, for being on the FayWhat
Thank
Show.
you.
I adore you, Poppy.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the
I love
time.
it.
And
I
I
love
can't
it.
wait till we have the interview
love
with
it.
you and me, all right?
I really would like to.
We're going to do it. I'm going to
Just all
schedule it right
about
now.
you.
All about me.
Who you are, what you do.
It's going to be a boring ass interview.
How you came to do what you do.
We'll see how that goes, all
You know
right?
what I want to do? We could do this together, actually. I want to do at my theater, I want to do like, meet the community, like every couple of weeks, interview like who owns Rosie's, or interview David Joe, interview you. You know, like we don't know we don't know their backstory of these people. It's very interesting.
It's true. I'm down to do that.
Yeah.
All right, look out for that. All right, Ronnie Larsen here
Able to
on
do
the
a group?
FayWhat Show.
Are we still on?
I'm trying to end it.
Oh, I thought we were done. I thought we were done.
Catch Ronnie Larsen, okay? Everywhere, all at once, all of that, okay? I love you and